That doesn't work. I was going to try sliding. Anyway, hello. So at the end of the last video, although I actually wrote on the last video, join me next time for Queen of Man when I just made them. But you all heard me say iced ginger biscuits. Yeah, so that's what we're making next. And I had a look at the recipe. I actually made something very similar, just for my own amusement. A couple of weeks ago I did normal iced biscuits, which were a bit of a pain because I don't have any piping bags. And when I've looked at this recipe, I guess the main kind of bit of it is the decoration, and you need specific icing bags and nozzles and stuff, and I don't have anything like that. And at the minute we're kind of moving house and stuff, and I'm trying to watch what I'm spending. So I've made the decision I'm going to make the ginger biscuits, but I'm not going to ice them simply because I don't have any of the stuff to ice them with, and it would take time to order them, and it's just extra money that I really don't need to be spending at the minute. So rather than doing a full video of you basically watching me make a dough and make biscuits, I'm going to do a really quick video, just speed it all up, make the biscuits, I'll throw another dart, so hopefully we get something that I can make properly and do another full episode. So this is going to be my really speedy version of non-iced ginger biscuits. So I'll probably quickly talk you through all the ingredients, you can watch me put it together, and we'll have biscuits, and hopefully there won't be any disasters. I won't throw any balls on the floor, we won't lose any sugar, fingers crossed. There'll be no mention of any religious figures. Anyway, so we've got some butter in the bowl, got some muscovado sugar, some flour, some beaten egg. The reason I've got a tablespoon in there is she's very specific, and this is Prue Leith's recipe. It's got to be 3 tablespoons of egg, which is really helpful. Got some treacle, cinnamon, ginger, I've got some ground cloves in here, and just some salt and some bicarb. So I'll combine it all, shape it into biscuits, and we'll have biscuits. That's pretty much it. So yeah, you're probably glad that you're not going to watch me make biscuits for 25 minutes. Hopefully we'll have something a bit more adventurous for next time. Let's get on with it. Okay, a mixed bag. What is that? So a couple of thoughts. Because I was impatient and didn't want to get a second baking sheet out for one cookie, biscuit, this has happened. I also looked at them halfway through and I was like, why are they all spreading out and sticking together? When I last made biscuits, they didn't do that. Because I'm rushing and I'm trying to do this before I cook our tea, I didn't read the instructions fully. And after rolling them out and cutting out the biscuits, it does say to put them back in the fridge for an hour. I did not. So it's my own impatient fault that I'll take this one and I'll say it's my fault that they've stuck together. Otherwise, they look pretty nice and they smell really good, but slight disaster with this fella and the sticking together. So I will hold my head in shame and say That was my fault for rushing and not reading the instructions. So fingers crossed the next thing that I get is something a bit more involved, but something I want something kind of fun and interesting to do, but that doesn't involve me buying loads of things, and that isn't phyllo pastry. So yeah, we'll see. I actually can't even remember any of the things that are left. Some like nice cakes or something. I feel like I've not done a cake for ages. A cake would be nice. Hey. So that was actually the cherry cake that I made first, so we'll try again. Oh, okay, that'll be in the out of bounds area, I'm sure. It is, okay, so luckily I accounted for this. It's number 44. Oh no! Oh, it's the worst one on there. Sorry everyone that's gluten free. It's the gluten free pita breads. Oh. So here they are, they've cooled for a bit. Obviously some of them are slightly misshapen because that's why they were stuck together. But they were in the oven for the amount of time she said. She said when they just started to brown on the edges, which they were, so I took them out. I mean, like they're kind of crisp on the edge, but the middle's still a bit soft. I'm guessing because you're going to ice them. I don't know if they're meant to be like really kind of like short, or whether they're meant to have a like proper snap to them, because she doesn't really say, but these are quite soft. So I'm not sure. Anyway, this guy looks pretty tasty. But it doesn't have much of a snap. Yeah, that's a very soft. I guess it's a biscuit rather than like a ginger snap, so it's definitely biscuity. All we can do is taste it. Yeah. Alright, so I'll take responsibility for not chilling them in the fridge again before I put them in the oven. That was my fault. They're okay. They're not massively sweet given how much sugar went in and treacle. And I would also say they're not massively gingery. Gingery? Yeah, that's right, gingery. And the ginger we've got, the ground, because it says to use ground ginger rather than any kind of like, caramelised ginger. And the one we've got is pretty fresh. I only bought it a couple of weeks ago, so I don't think it's that. And I used the amount that she said. If anything, I accidentally put a bit too much in. And they taste like nice biscuits, but just not very exciting. So once again, it was a Prue-Leith recipe. Just saying. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that whistle-stop tour of a non-iced, sort of gingery sort of biscuit. Next time it's gluten-free pita breads. I'm going to try and I could be pleasantly surprised, they could be amazing. Toby came up with a good idea that at least if we have pita breads we can have kebabs, so if nothing else we'll have kebabs with some hopefully nice gluten-free pita breads, but it'll be one for all you gluten-free people out there, so I hope you enjoy. Anyway, see you next time.